hello folks, you join me on the Hyper yet again. Just going for a short blast again today. Going to Nam Un Dam. Maybe get a few photos while I'm there, since I wasn't really very successful on my last outing. But I'm going to take a little, there's like the main route you can go, and then there's a little sort of back route that I don't think I've ever been on. Maybe I have, I don't know. So I'm going to take that little back route anyway. I don't think it'll be a particularly fast road, but I'm just out killing some time on a Friday afternoon. So yeah, I was out. I'm hoping I don't have trouble with the GoPro today. Seems like the last few times I've been out, the last time on the Beamer, yesterday out on this, more GoPro troubles. I've updated the firmware, formatted the card, all that stuff, and yesterday it just stopped. I lost probably about half an hour of footage. It froze up, but I didn't know it froze up, and then it started just beeping, and that's when I realised someone was up. It was just beeping, beep, 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 beep. So I stopped, pulled over, seen it had froze up, and to do the usual battery out, battery back in, and then it worked from then home. But I was nearly home, so I lost probably a good half hour anyway of the footage that I was trying to get, which is a bit annoying. So like the Beamer as well, it seems to be, always seems to be like just the last wee bit just before I get home. I don't know if it's because I'm using an external battery, if it's just overheating too much, but you'd think with I know they say if you're using an external battery you should really take the internal battery out for cooling, but then the trouble with that is if you forget and you unplug the external battery, it just automatically shuts off and it can corrupt your card and all that, you know, or you lose that footage. So I tend to just keep the internal battery in, that way if I do accidentally pull out the cable to the external battery, it doesn't just shut off and I lose everything. So maybe that's the issue, maybe not, maybe it's just GoPro being GoPro. So yeah, so Nam Un is just off the main Sakon Udon road, but like I say, I'm going to take a wee back road to it that I spotted. I think, I don't know, I'll know when I get there for sure. Looking at it on the map, I think I may have been down some of it at least in the car. Not all of it, but certainly some of it in the car. And I'm imagining, I think it's a holiday today here. It's like the anniversary of King's death. So, well, that was actually yesterday, but I think because it was yesterday, I think it's like a long weekend. So this is onto the main sort of road towards Udon Thani, and I could stick to this road and get to Nam Un in probably about fucking 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but you know, where's the fun in that? I'm just sticking to a dual carriageway all the way. So I'm gonna up here a couple of clicks, 11 clicks apparently, and then I branch off onto, I think it's the 2033 I think is the name of the road, the number of the road anyway, and we'll see how it is. But I don't know if it's a fast road or a slow road or a you know, we'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Oh, and I mentioned in my last video, coincidence or what? I mentioned in my last video when I was on this about getting a gear indicator, and then actually before I got back yesterday, when I was out on this, before I got back, so the last video you guys seen of me on this, before I got back, I had a message for Supwit, my mate Supwit down in Bangkok. He's just got on a batch of 10 of the heel tech gear indicators in, so it was meant to be. Quite coincidental really that I was just on about getting one, and then before I'd even finished that ride he sent me a message saying he just received 10 of them for selling on. So I've taken one of them off his hands. It'll probably be here tomorrow maybe, but it'll be, like I said in the last video, I'm away, I'm leaving in a couple of days back to work, so it'll probably be when I get back that I'll get that fitted. I don't want to go pulling the bike to bits now, just want to have fun on it for a day or two. This will probably be my last run on it, other than moving it to the workshop, because we want to do something me and the wife plan on. Got some plans with the kids over the weekend since they're off school, and yeah, it's my last weekend at home basically, so do some family stuff. I have been down here before. This is Songkran, Thai New Year. It's quite a popular area. A lot of people come down here playing in the water and picnicking and drinking and whatnot in Songkran. I have been here before. I don't know if I've been the full way of this road, but I've certainly been this part of it. I don't know if I've taken this road all the way to Nam Un, but I've certainly been on some of it. But as long as it's like this all the way, it'll be fine. As long as it doesn't turn to shit like a lot of them so often do. Like I say, I've been down this road, but I don't know if I've been all the way. I don't know how far I've been. This bit, I've been to here because I remember all these little shacks busy selling food, juice, water, you name it. And there's like usually guys with inner tubes or that for folk playing in there. So Songkran, for those that don't know, it's basically Thai New Year, big water festival. Basically, if you don't want to get wet, don't go out, because you will be soaked. If you go out walking or even on the bike, they'll throw water over you. The only way to stay dry is stay in the car, and then even then they'll throw water over the car. But it's good fun for a day, but the trouble is it goes on for like 3 days in this area. In some of the bigger cities, I think Bangkok, Pattaya and that, it can go on for like 5 or 6 days, and to be honest, you just get fed up of it. I sound like a grumpy old man, don't I? It is good fun. The kids love it. But like I say, for a day, after a couple of days of just being constantly soaking wet, it starts to do your head in a bit. Or just get drunk and stay drunk for 3 or 4 days, and then it doesn't bother you so much, which is what a lot of the locals do, and probably a lot of expats as well, especially down in Bangkok and Pattaya. I'd probably say more Pattaya than Bangkok, because Pattaya is just party town really. I don't think I've been this far down this road. New house being built and an old wooden shack right next to it. Well, what that is? Government stuff of some kind, probably to do with this waterway. So in 25 kilometres till my next turn off, which, if I remember correctly, is at the opposite end of the dam. So this road 25 kilometres? Maybe it is. I can't remember it being that far away when you go on the main road and somebody swimming or fishing, one of the two. I'm not too sure what. Here he's, look like his clothes up above his head. Water's quite high in here, so I'm wondering if they've been letting water out the dam this way, maybe. It doesn't look like it's flowing just now though, it looks quite still, but it's hard to tell. Hard to tell if it is moving or not. I don't think, I've never followed this road all the way to the dam. I've been up it a little bit like I said, but I've never been this far. Nice picturesque little road, I suppose. Good for good little spot for picnics and such like, and the inevitable cows and dogs. Now this is where you have to watch, where you've got a load on one side and one on the other, that one doesn't all of a sudden decide it wants to join the rest of them, and it'll just run right out in front of you. Like I was saying on the other day, when what happened with that calf that was in the car. Luckily I didn't hit it, but it ran right into the side of the car coming the other direction. Some funny looks for the locals, not because I'm Falang, because they won't know that the dark visor and the gear on, they'll have no idea, just because they're probably not used to seeing big bikes come round here very often. At the dam itself, at Nam Un Dam itself, it wouldn't have surprised me if there's a few. It's quite a popular spot, little picnic spot, and I've seen quite a, we've been there in the car with the kids. There's a track, there's like a cycle path that goes all the way around it, and we go there with the kids quite a lot with the bicycles, and cycle around it. And the times we've been there, usually there's been a couple of big bikes, and plenty of people getting selfies usually as well. When I'm sure if today's a holiday, there'll be plenty of people there, because there's usually a couple of street food sellers as well, noodles and the like. Like I say, this is just a quick blast. I'm just down to the dam on this road, stop there, probably get a couple of photos if it's worth getting a couple of photos, and then I'll take another road, a more direct road back to the main dual carriageway, and then just blast home from there. Probably all in all about 100 clicks or something by the time I get home. A gate, I don't know, there's somebody's house in there. Big land, if that's all their land. I think if it wasn't for the kids in the school and being kind of relatively close to the school and all the local amenities, I would quite happily live somewhere out here, buy a plot of land and stick a house out here in the middle of nowhere. But like I say, with me working away from home, it's handy for the wife being in the city and close to the kids' school, all the local amenities and that. I mean, okay, it's taken me what, 40 minutes to get here on the bike, but I dare say if you were doing it in the car, back and forth every day, you wouldn't be taking this road. You'd be taking the nearest one to the main road, the nearest off-road to the dual carriageway and going that way, so it wouldn't take so long. But still. Anyway, I'm rambling as usual. That's it, the GoPro's still recording. I've kind of... There we go. This is the dam. I've gotten used to it just shitting itself all the time. So it's almost every time I'm out, and I don't know what to do about it. Like I say, I've updated it to the latest firmware because it was needing an update, so I've done that, and then formatted the card, tried a different card, and it records fine for most of the time, and then all of a sudden just decides to shit itself. I wonder if it's I just wonder if it's to do with having the external battery plugged in that causes that. This is it or is it not the dam I thought it was? I don't think it is. It's not the one. This is not the one we go to with the kids that's got the cycling path thing around it. This is another one. Ah, what a waste. What a waste. What a waste of a boat. You see that boat back there? That one is the hull's probably fucked. It's probably been sat there for years. Fiberglass, I would imagine, and the hull's probably fucked now, but just a waste. Maybe something to check out at a later date. Buy it if it's not fucked. Stick an engine on it, a couple of outboards. Keep dreaming, road. Right, somewhere to stop and get a couple of photos. Somewhere where there's just water. We'll stop next to this thing. This is the spillway. So the water's obviously not that high because it's below the spillway. So they've obviously been letting water out as opposed to letting it build up and go over the spillway. Fucking rubbish. Wish you people when you come here eating and picnicking, take your rubbish with you. Cows. Look at the rubbish, for fuck's sake. That really does annoy me that they just... But these people selling stuff are no better. They've not got a bin for folk to put their rubbish. There is no bins, that's the other trouble, there's no bins here. I know it's no excuse, they should be packing it up and taking it with them. But they just don't. Alright, is that going to be okay? It is. Right, I'm waiting to get some snaps. I'll speak to you lot in a minute.
Right on.
Right on. So got a couple of snaps, but this is not the dam I was really. That's why I thought it was a lot further away than I remembered for the one we go. When I was on about that we go to with the kids, because this isn't it. The one we go to with the kids is closer, a lot further back that way. So I messed up. Ah, well, it was a run. Anyway, I got a few snaps. So now this is just be a little country road. I've been here before, don't get me wrong, I have been here before, but I just got mixed up between this one and the one that we go to with the kids on with the bicycles. Because the one with the kid that we go to with the kids, it's a lot more picturesque, a lot cleaner, I feel like. And it's the one where usually every time we've been, there's been a few bikes, folk, a few big bikes, and aye. So, oh well, next time I could go there now if I wanted. I suppose it's remembering which one it is though. Every time I go with the wife, and she always says this one here, turn at this right or whatever, or left as it is. All right, okay. She's my navigator for usually for things like that when we go with the kids in the car. She knows these places better than I do. And I've been on this road before because this is the road, I think the last time we were at this dam, this was the road we took. So this will eventually just take me back out onto the main Udon road, which I'll have to head down a little bit towards Udon and do a U-turn, I think, because I don't think I can go straight across at this when I come out of this junction for this one. I don't think. Water's high there. They're letting water. You can see that water is flowing a lot more than the other side. When it was coming out, the water on the other side was really still, so they must be letting the water out this side. Maybe it gets, maybe they take turns, right? That side one day, this side the next day. And it's basically they use it to irrigate all the rice fields, all the rice paddies around here, you know. So. But yeah, the water's really high here, but I suppose that makes sense if they're letting it out. Time is it? Not quite time, cows coming home time yet, so I'm safe. They'll all still be eating. Well, I wouldn't say safe, but right, so this is the main road, and I don't think I can go straight across. I think I've got to go down and U-turn if I remember correctly. Unless they've changed it, but I doubt it. No, I've got to go left and U-turn somewhere down here. So this is it, just this road. Fucking hell, 50 kilometres too. So yeah, that'll be why, because I'm in the wrong bloody dam. Anyway folks, this is it. It's pretty boring, just this all the way home now. So I'll cut you loose here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again the next time once I'm back home from work. Take it easy. Later. Bye bye.